Hello everyone, Steve here with an unboxing video of a tabletop baseball game. I'm here with my cat, so you may see him come and help this unboxing. I may need the help. I did not bring any cutting implements. I'm going to try to tear open this box with my bare hand. Hey, maybe before I open the box, you can see that it was shipped to me in a priority mailbox for $21.05. And one thing I will recommend to you if you ship anything with any regularity is to get a pirate ship account because that will definitely save you on shipping costs either through the post office or UPS. But that's just a side public service announcement. So what I believe is in this box is the game ASG Baseball. And I know a little bit about the game for two reasons. One is just in my travels in the baseball forums, I have seen the game, I've heard about it, I've looked at the cards for the game, the 1988 version. It seems kind of interesting to me. I actually studied it in a little bit of detail, but really didn't make much progress in figuring it out. Although, as I said, I didn't actually own the game up until now. I am having some issues with the box because tape was applied. All right, so we have it open here. One of the things I'm going to do, I need to mention this up front, is I'm going to put in the description to this video a link to an article where the original creator of ASG Baseball is interviewed. And there's a lot of interesting history and context for the game. So without further ado, let's see what is in here. So this is a somewhat familiar looking box to me. I think there are always a few copies of this game that are for sale on eBay. Maybe $100 is a normal price, I'm not sure. I made contact with someone either on social media or maybe on the Delphi forum, and that's how I got this game. So let's see what's in here, and I'll try to keep this this in focus in the camera. I'm trying a little bit different setup here. So the box is very full, I guess partially because it had some bubble wrap in here. Let's see what's in here. So what we have here actually is a score pad. And both teams could be on here. And if you write small, there should be more than enough space for all the players and up to 12 innings, plus all the stats on the right. And again, assuming you can write small enough, this is actually very much like I prefer to keep stats myself. So, so that's good. What we have here is the 1988 ASG roster. So this is the 1988 version of the game. So there are two pages, basically one for the American League and one for the National League. I'm always interested to see who is on the Pirates. So these are a few years before the Pirates actually got back into the playoffs, but some of the core of that team are still there with young Barry Bonds, younger and thinner, Bobby Bonilla, the trader Sid Bream, Doug Drabeck, Jim Gott, Yeah, Mike LaValliere as catcher, Jose Lind as a second baseman. So you hear the cat in the background with his toy wanting me to play. So he may make an appearance. But anyways, without further ado, let's continue. This is a kind of a reference thing. It's for ASG action symbols, different types of hits, and just kind of the normal definitions of results, which we'll see in a minute. The results are primarily on the cards. This thing is actually a fold out. It's basically 8.5 by 11 pages, but there's different charts. There's a coaching chart, aggressive, normal, and conservative. Sorry that the focus is not keeping. A base running chart based on the runner's speed and the range of the fielder. A hit and run chart. I do know ASG has a pretty extensive fatigue system, and so there's a chart related to that. There's an injury chart. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this right now, because what I'll probably do is do a follow-up video if I find ASG interesting. Now the cat is here helping. So, a couple extra players. Looks like Gary Sheffield and Tom Gordon. It's actually an order form. And a quite healthy rule book here. And it has 36 pages. And there is just a quite extensive rule book here. Nice big print though. This looks interesting. Anonymous pitchers chart. I guess this is for either a fringe pitcher, or this says like a non-pitcher. So when a position player comes in, so they were way ahead of their time on that. There's bunting, just all the normal stuff. Looks like there is some element of platoon going on. I'm not sure exactly how this works. But yeah, that's the rule book. The obligatory playing field, just a piece of thin cardboard. Looks like an insert for some errata, some errors that are known to be in the cards. And then the cards themselves. So what you have here is, let's see, this is a pitcher card, and you can kind of see that down the left-hand side, a D20 is used, and I think across the top is a D6 is used. And I've read that there's some unique pitcher-batter interaction going on here, which I suspect means you're reading on the pitcher card first, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I know there's some supplemental columns, and I think the P column, I think, is for power, and that actually might be more of a batter card concept. Let's see if we can find a batter. Here's Tommy Herr. I think of him as a Cardinal, but here we go. And you can see all the ratings down the right side, including defensive ratings at the top. And it looks like they have 3 ratings, one for range, one for double plays, and one for errors. And I do know, or I'm pretty sure, that the way the batter card works is, as I said, it's a 6 by 20 matrix, so that's 120 chances, which is a fair amount, but they further split it up, and some results can be referring to the X and Y chart, and so I believe that probably triggers another D20 roll against the X and Y column, I should say. And so that's just a further way to split up some of the results. Yeah, so some of the doubles and home runs come over there, but it looks like a lot of different results. As I said, if I figure this game out at all, I'll do another video and explain how it works as best I can. In here, I see a D20, pretty typical. And then this looks like a D8 or D10. Let's just see here. Bear with me. Nope, D10. I am not sure how this comes into play, but we shall see. There are some base runner markers, pretty generic. There's a lot of cards in here, as you can see. I can't tell you exactly how many are in for each team, but it looks like maybe 20 cards per team, 15 or 20 cards per team. It's really hard to say. This is one team here. Yeah. So I don't know that they have specific pitcher batting cards customized to the pitchers, unless these one or more of these columns on the right might be related to pitcher hitting, but I don't know. So yeah, Tim Raines, borderline Hall of Fame eligible. No, or maybe he got in. Apologies, I might be thinking of some other guys. But yeah, that's it. So without further ado, I will call it quits, and maybe we'll have a follow-up video. Thanks for watching. Bye.